it is the final part of the quilt along. Today we will be making row 11, part 12 of the Sugaridoo Bernina quilt along. And welcome to a new video on the Sugaridoo channel. A new video, but also a last video, because we're going to make the last row in the Sugaridoo Bernina quilt along. This row is called All Together Now, mostly because they're all different kinds of shapes and they go all together in this row, in making this row, but also because this is the final row and now all the rows are coming together into one big quilt. So yeah, that is what the row is called, and let me tell you a little bit about it. There are two techniques mixed in this row. So these squares are made with some strip piecing and then cutting them up, and the part between my fingers, so that rectangle, is made with foundation paper piecing. So yeah, we're mixing those up and sewing those together into one row. And that is how the row All Together Now is made. We're going to make it with the light blue, the middle blue, called Capri if you're working with the rainbow kit. And yeah, all the measurements and the pattern are on the Bernina blog in German, English and Dutch, so you can hop over there with the links that are in the description below and to see yeah, to see the pattern and the measurements and to print that out. I'm kind of excited, also a little bit sad, because this is the last row that I will be filming for the Sugaridoo Bernina quilt along. It's not the final video that I'm making. At the end of this video I will explain more what's going to happen after this video. But it is the last row. Are you going to miss it? Or are you also a little bit happy that it's over? I'm very curious what your feelings are about this. And please feel free to share it in the comments below. I would love to hear how this journey was for you, and if you've been maybe just following and watching the videos and not been making something, or if you've kept up and made a row every 4 weeks, or maybe you just signed up and are catching up now. That's also completely fine. Or maybe you've been falling behind and postponing this to continue on it next year. That's also completely fine, because these videos will stay online for, I don't know, forever, I guess. Yeah, so you can make them whenever you want. But yeah, I'm very curious how you experience this and what your thoughts are on a year-long quilt along. Did you like it? What did you think about the speed? Well, just let me know in the comments below, or shoot me an email if you want to give some feedback. Always very welcome. If you want to send me an email, you can send it to info@sugaridoo.com. But I guess enough chatting for now. Let's make this row. For this row we need our foundation paper piecing pattern, and I'm going to make it on freezer paper. Then we have rulers. I wanted to say pins, but don't necessarily need them for this row. Fabrics, of course, in our background, main fabric and accent fabric, a rotary cutter, a pen, then your iron and sewing machine I have set up on this side. So yeah, that is what we need to make row 11. I'm going to start by preparing my foundation paper piecing pattern, and I'm going to work with freezer paper. But as I was making preparing this row, it turned out that I ran out of freezer paper. So I have an older pattern of freezer paper, older piece of freezer paper that I've already used, but I'm just going to use it again using a pen in a different color, and I think that will be fine to make 5 blocks. There we go. It's not ideal, of course, but I guess this is fine. The freezer paper will still stick after using it a couple times. Yeah, so it's not ideal, but it's fine. There we go. Looks good. Now time to trim the edges. That's done. Now I can cut this up into pieces to use to cut my fabrics. And I don't need all of the pieces, so I just need piece 11, piece 9. Let's see, what else do I need? I need this piece, piece 7, that's the same as piece 6. Then I need one of these, so piece 5 I need, and one of the triangles, piece 3, and this middle piece, A1. So that's what I need. Let's write down how many of them we need. 5 times. 10 times. There we go. That's how many of each we need. This is done. And there we have everything for the pattern prepared. Let's cut some fabrics. Now the only thing left to do is sew together the accent strip, and I chose to do 3 squares in my accent fabric. But of course you're free to make some triangles in accent fabric, or make 2 squares in accent fabric, just what you like. So after I've joined these pieces, then I need to press it, and I can lay everything out in the correct order and then sew it together into the very, very last strip of the quilt. Very exciting that it's almost done, but also kind of sad that it's almost done. Oh well. A good thing of finishing something is that you get to start something new afterwards. So that is the final strip that we needed. I'm going to give this a press and I'm going to show you how to lay out all the elements of the row to combine them into row 11. Okay, there we go. So to start the row, we're going to use one of the two 1¼ inch main fabric strips, and then add one of the two 2¼ wide background fabric strips, followed by a squared strip. Then we will put one of these. Then I'm going to place my accent strip, and then I'm going to alternate this block and my square blocks. So this is what the row is going to start to look like, but let's start from the left. So first I'm just going to join these two strips. There we have it. This is the beginning of our row. And then you're going to place one of the square strips next to it. And sew this together. Hoo-hoo-hoo, we have the beginning of our row. First three parts are added together. And now we can join it with the first paper piece section. Ta-da! Giving it a press. And then I'm ready to add my accent strip. So what's going to happen from now is alternating a square strip and then the foundation paper piecing section. So square strip, foundation paper piecing, square strip, foundation paper piecing, and so on until you reach to the far right. So let's say that this is the final section. Then you close the row with a square strip, a background strip, and a main fabric strip. And that is how the end of the row looks. So let's put that together. And now I need to add, so I have added the last paper piecing section. Let's count if I've added 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. So then there is a square section that I need to add. There it goes. And then this one, and after that, where is it? This one. So first this background piece, 2¼ inch wide. All of a sudden I realize I didn't do my nails. I completely forgot. How silly is that? For 11 rows now I painted them in the color of the row. Well, for one row I couldn't find the right color, but I just forgot. So I know in 4 weeks I will be sharing how to join all the sections. So then then I'll put this color on my nails. Yes, that will make it right. Everything is joined. So I'm going to give this a good press and then show it to you. Are you ready for the final ta-da moment? The last row of the quilt. Our last ta-da. I think there will be a big ta-da when all the rows are joined together. But here it is. Ta-da-da-da! There is row 11 of our quilt along, part 12. This is the final one, you guys. This is the final one. How do you like it? So this was a nice combination of different techniques. Strip piecing and cutting and paper piecing, and then joining those two into one row. I'm happy how fun and happy it turned out, and I can't wait to see what you made, and to see all those rows come together. It's awesome. If you look at Instagram at the hashtag Sugaridoo Bernina Quilt Along, Sugaridoo Bernina QAL, so cool to see all your rows popping up also on the Facebook page and on the Bernina community. Really cool. So if you've made it this far, if you've already made 11 rows or are almost there, I'm so super proud of you. It is quite an achievement to keep up with such a long quilt along, to keep up with it and to make a row every month. So yeah, when you've done this one, then you have 12 rows. And in 4 weeks I will share a video and a blog post about how to add a sashing, how to sew all those rows together, how to make all those rows the same length, because I'm sure that my rows aren't the same length, and that's completely fine. I'm going to walk you through it, how to adjust it to make them all the same length, how to add them together to make one big quilt along quilt. So that's going to be in 4 weeks. And for those of you wondering about the giveaway, you will have 4 weeks now to make this row. Then you'll have 4 weeks to join the whole quilt together. So in 8 weeks from today, that is, let me check what the date is. 8 weeks from today. 8 weeks from today, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, the 26th of November. So if you want to enter the giveaway, you need to finish the whole quilt top in 3 sections or in 1 section, or 2 sections. That's also fine, but you need to finish your quilt top so it's ready to be quilted before the 26th of November. So that is 8 weeks from now, and in the next blog post and video where I'm going to talk about the sashing, I'm also going to share all the details about how to enter the giveaway. So that's it. That is it for this final row video, and yeah, the fun is not over yet. So I will see you again in 4 weeks, where we will be joining the rows together. And also after that, I'm not done. So then I'm going to do how to quilt it in 3 sections with some wavy lines, or how to quilt it as one big quilt with quilting rulers. See you in 4 weeks. Bye!